won't even claim the culture that brought her to the table. Damn.
Get your money, sis, fuck a hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Make your money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
Before I even start this video, y'all, forgive me for the top of my head being cut off. I just rushed and did this video. It's hot. It's almost 100 degrees outside today. The AC is loud as hell. I'm not filming in my usual spot because it's too damn hot. So y'all forgive me. Forgive me and bear with me, y'all. Okay, now let's go ahead and roll the footage. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesday with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a video. And you might as well go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. So apparently everybody is talking about Amber Rose and Jocelyn Hernandez. Now, the last time we heard about these two, when they had their fight on BET's College Hill. The reason why the two of them are trending is because everybody feels like they owe her Jocelyn Hernandez an apology because of what they were fighting about. Amber Rose, we have known her to be an urban model. She dated huge celebrities such as Kanye West, Wiz Khalifa, which she shares a child with. She is well known in the black culture. She also formed an amazing organization called the Slut Walk, where all these different women come out, and men, to support women's sexuality and being proud, and it was a big deal. But everybody's been buzzing about Amber lately because of her political choices. It is no secret that she is embracing Donald Trump to be the next president of 2025. Amber also has been very vocal about not identifying as a black woman. Instead, she identifies as a biracial woman. Let's just take a look at the few of the clips that has led us to this situation.
And I knew who supported Donald Trump was my father. I was shocked. My entire family is racially diverse. And I believed the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump. And I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love.
It was probably the most dangerous speak for the Democratic coalition. That is a young woman of color. She's describing the experience a lot of people have, feeling that maybe if you're around too many liberals, you might get criticized too much, or you might not be able to speak your mind. And she spoke to it really well. And she's way more famous than any of us up here.
Recruit young people of color and to say that this is the person who is the endorser of Donald Trump who you should trust, when she won't even claim the culture that brought her to the table. I'm dubious that this will work. I don't know anyone who takes their political cues from Amber Rose.
Do you think like a mixed race person, right?
Right.
However, I think culturally in America, you're considered black. Do you think that's how people perceive you, and is that how you perceive yourself?
I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not.
What do you consider yourself?
Biracial.
You know what's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl. Let's just get down to the point.
Jocelyn!
No, Professor. Let's get down to the point.
Jocelyn.
Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black.
The young woman says she won't even claim the culture that brought her to the table. Damn. I'm going to be honest. Y'all giving this lady a lot of credit. I don't think anybody is really wholeheartedly out here listening to Amber Rose. I'm just being completely 100% honest. I don't think any of us are taking political advice from her. Just saying. But that's not what I want to talk about. But what's really up for debate is her identity. People are feeling very frustrated that she doesn't identify as a black woman, even though she has built her entire career off the black culture and the black experience. So it's not making sense. Hence why her and Jocelyn Hernandez had a huge blow up and led to a physical altercation, because Jocelyn also felt like, you want to be white. And according to Amber, she doesn't want to be white. She doesn't want to be black. She doesn't want to ignore her white father. She doesn't want to ignore her black mother. She is biracial. She identifies as both. I'm not about to touch the politics thing here, because that's just not. Y'all do what y'all need to do when it comes time to voting. But I do want to discuss her identifying as biracial. What do you guys think about the situation? Should Amber Rose identify as a black woman because she's half black? Or is it fair for her to say that she is both black and white? She's biracial. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in on the situation. I don't know her reasons for endorsing Trump and trying to be the spokesperson for him. Her, as well as many other black rappers, her along with many other celebrities, whether they A-list, B-list, D-list, I don't know. But she's not the only one that has embraced Trump. However, I've heard this conversation several times, and I've heard Amber Rose say on several occasions that she does not identify as a black woman. And I know as black people, it stings a little bit, because if you have even a drop of black blood in our minds, you're black, honey. You get pulled over, you're black. When you have to check off your race on paperwork, there is no section for biracial. It's either you're black or you're white. And unfortunately, this is something that has always concerned me, because I've heard other biracial people speak on it and say that it is a very difficult position to be in. You know, a lot of us grow up looking at biracial people, oh, they're pretty, they got good hair, they got this, that, and third, but it's so much more than that. They don't, to me, Amber Rose screams identity crisis. She doesn't know where she fits in. Yes, we can appreciate, or we should appreciate, her embracing both her black and white side, because at the end of the day, she is both. And it's how she chooses to identify. You got people out here identifying as cats, and we have to respect that. And when I say this, by no means am I embracing what she is standing for right now. But as far as her identifying as who she is, she has every right to feel like, I'm a biracial woman. I don't think it's her saying I dislike black people. And I get it. It's like, you know, you kind of became who you are off the strength of black people and black culture and black people embracing you. However, you still feel the need to be attached to your white side. And it's respectable. All biracial people are different. You got the twins, Tia and Tamara. A lot of us call Tia the black one and Tamara the white one. But if you ask both of them, they'll both say, I'm a black woman. They know what they are. Now, we want to get all scientific and biological and all that good stuff. You know, a lot of times they say whatever your father is what you are. I used to be like, I'm black American. My dad is from the West Indies. My dad is Antiguan. Before, I never used to say I'm Antiguan, I'm West Indian, because I wasn't born there. I've been there once in my entire life. But a lot of people are like, if your father is West Indian, if your father is this, that is what you are. But at the end of the day, what Amber Rose is doing, I don't necessarily agree with. But she is an American, and she has the right to her opinion. And she has the right to feel how she feels, just like the rest of us. Yes, it does sound weird. It's like, oh, I'm not a black woman. You are. But if that's not how she feels, that's not how she feels. And like I said, to me, I get identity crisis with her. I feel like she grew up really not knowing where she fit in. And because her mother is a black woman, 9 times out of 10, she was raised around predominantly black people, which is where the culture came from. But is it fair for her to ignore her white side just because she wasn't raised around it? No. Like, she want to embrace it, let her embrace it. This is why, outside of any other reasons, I always said I can't imagine having a white spouse or conceiving with someone outside of my race, because I don't want to put that pressure on my child of feeling like I'm not black enough for black people and I'm not white enough for white people and I really don't know where I fit in. It's such a huge conversation that can really go on for hours and hours, because at the end of the day, it's someone's identity, and we are living in the times where we really can't tell people how to identify. Everybody identifies with what they want to identify with. Who are we to say? As a black person, you know, looking at this person who has benefited from our community and our culture and probably has a predominantly black fan base, it does feel like a slap in the face when I'm not black, I'm not a black woman, or feel a certain way. Like, I've never heard her say anything negative about black people, but she doesn't embrace it the way I feel like she should. But that's my opinion. That, who am I? You know, her life is her life, baby. She got a white daddy, let her love her white daddy. I mean, I don't know. And what is her relationship like with her dad? Maybe because she's yearning for a better relationship with her white father is why she feels like she has to include him. I don't know. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. This whole debate, the Biracial race, it's so exhausting, y'all. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below about this situation. Make sure y'all support me. I would really, really appreciate it. My books are not here right now because I had to switch locations, baby. It's too hot in that room. Make sure you guys support me. I wrote 2 books, Inherited Dysfunction Part 1 and 2, available on Amazon.com as well as BarnesandNoble.com. And the link will be in the description down below. Make sure y'all will follow me on all of my social medias, also in the description down below. And Jenny is